Hello guys and welcome to another ProfileTree video. So in today's video we're going to be setting up a Squarespace e-commerce website. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So when you are setting up an e-commerce website on Squarespace, they do have multiple different types of templates, so do feel free to select one that's already pre-built. If not, you can go ahead and build a custom one from scratch, of course. But I would recommend to choose one of the templates since it's already pre-built and it pretty much has everything that you need. All that you really need to change is the layout of the website. Getting onto the products or managing an e-commerce website, the most important part here is the products and services. So that's just located on the left side there, just under assets, as you can see. Want to go ahead and click on that. Now, it will give you a couple of options here. This is where I can go ahead and create a physical product, service. There's even an option here for retreats and group trips as well. There's camps, consultant packages, and a gift card. And of course, I can create one for a downloadable purchase or even custom merchandise. But we'll go ahead and focus our attention on physical product. Now, after this, it will open up the product draft, or just a draft of this particular product. So I'm just going to go ahead and name it now. Let's just say test product for now. And then of course, I'll add in the description just below. Now, I would recommend to add as much detail and information as you can. This will, of course, affect SEO in a good way. Now, the more detail that you go into, the more keywords that you're going to open up, and you'll enable this particular product to go onto the search engine results page. This is also an opportunity as well to add some additional information. The good part about the additional information is you can go into more detail with the product listing. So I can have a little blurb or a little paragraph just for the actual description itself. However, for the additional info, this is where I can go and include bullet points like, let's just say what's included or featured, just doing a little breakdown of what that product is. And then, as it says there, I can also add videos or other content. Now, if you hover just below the first block there, you'll actually see this little plus icon in blue. So if you click on that, this will open up all of the different blocks or elements. Now there's text, you've got image, button, gallery, video. Might be worthwhile to add a gallery in if you want to just include more images of that particular product. It also gives you that option then to add a video. So again, let's just say you were selling a vehicle, or let's just say you're showcasing the a drinks product, or if you want to show like the advertisement, you can add the video in. But what I would recommend is to just add an embed. Now the reason why is an embedded video would mean that it's using less storage on your website, so it's not going to slow it down either. If you do upload your own videos on here, it can slow it down. So I can add that link in. Could be a YouTube link. Could also be a code snippet if I need to. And of course, as well as that, I can add a custom featured image. Now, make sure to just add a little description as well as to what that video is all about. And once you're happy enough with all of the additional information that you've applied, just click apply on the top right. Now, of course, this is where you would add your images, just below. Now for inventory, this is where we'll set our pricing. So I'll just say $79.99 for example. I can actually select that for sale. So if I'm doing a promotional, I can. So $59.99, let's just say. I also have an option here to select whether it's going to have a limited stock or unlimited stock. So we just click on this toggle switch here, and this will then give me the option to add the products in. Now, you do have the option here for variants as well. So as you can see, sell different versions of the same product. For example, a shirt that comes in multiple colors or sizes. Now, the way that looks, as you can see, one for color here, or let's just say material or size. Now, you can apply all of the different types of variants. So let's just choose maybe drinks, for example. So we can have a 1-pack, then a 6-pack. And then you always have to add that little comma. And then a 12-pack. Enter. And then maybe even a 24-pack. Perfect. So now we have all our different variants. Now we can make it custom. So let's just say available drinks. Drinks. Perfect. And we'll just add that in. So now with these variants, this is where I'm able to go ahead and change the pricing. So just be a little bit careful in this one. So it's saying here, this is of course the price. So for a 6-pack, it's saying that it's $59.99. So we want to go ahead and say that will be, so we need to make this a little cheaper actually. So we'll go $7.99. And then for our 12-pack, a little bit more expensive, we'll say $15.99. And then maybe for a 24-pack, we'll go for $19.99. And then manage these options, as you can see. Click on save, click back. So now our different variants have different prices. So that's all good. So below here, you do have fulfillment. So you can see allow buyers to select how they'd like to receive this product. For example, local pickup or ground shipping. So you would just select set up fulfillment profile. And then you do have the option then as well for weights and dimension. So it is worthwhile to add this in. So let's just change, see here. Okay, so we're all good there. So you can also categorize this as well. So it says here, create categories to bucket products. Categories will appear in the store's navigation. So we can even say drink. Click on done. Now just below, you can upsell to your customers. So if you want to add another product, you can. Of course, since we only have one product on the website at the minute, there's not really much need to do this. But we can also feature some related products as well as adding in product reviews. Now just below here, you do have marketing. Again, this is to do with SEO as well. So this is what we have. At the minute, it's called test product and test site. This description will automatically be generated by search engines. I would 100% recommend to add an SEO title as well as an SEO description, and do also change the URL as well. So at the minute, it's store/p/ and then I would just say drinks test or whatever the product name is, and then just apply. And you can see there's a little preview of how it's going to look. And again, that's the same thing that you want to do for your SEO title. Drinks test. And then again, drinks test. All right. You can add, I would say it's best to add at least 160 characters for your SEO description. And for your SEO title, I would just keep it at around 60. I wouldn't do the full amount that they're recommending. So we'll just go ahead and hit apply. And then at the very bottom there, you also have an option here for checkout. So you can do custom forms as well. And you can also do a custom button. So that custom button, as you can see, could be a add to cart, and then you would select apply. And once you're happy enough, you can click save. You can either publish it now or go ahead and schedule it. So if we go ahead and just select publish. So that's our very, very first product then, which is, we've just named the test product. It's now visible. And we've got a stock of 30 and it's $7.99. I can choose to delete that if I need to as well. So all that you really need to do next is to connect a payment processor and add a fulfillment method as well. So these are a couple of options that they have. So you can add a shipping option on here. So it could be a flat rate, weight-based, or carrier calculated. So let's just do a flat rate. So again, you would just select a shipping option name here. And then the shipping rate, order fee of £9. Just put that £9 as well. And then you can select the regions that you will ship to. So for us, we'll just say United Kingdom. And of course, there's 4 regions within the UK. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on save. Now you do also have an option here for pickup. So you would add a pickup option. And again, you would just say, could be like location. And then you would just put in the information just like so. Once you're happy enough, we'll just do test and then select save. And one more thing that you need to do then is, of course, to set up that payment. So the fastest way to get to your settings is if you just click the slash on your keyboard, as you could see. You can actually just go ahead and search up for payments. And then this is where you would turn on your Squarespace payments. So just answer all the different questions and details that it requires you to do, and you'll have pretty much Apple Pay, ClearPay, Klarna, etc. So it's all here for you. Perfect. Now, when it comes to the actual pages itself, so you would just go on to pages here, and then you would go on to store. Then see at the minute we do have drink, so we can click on that, and we can now see our test product, and we can also see the available different options. So there's a 6-pack there, we've got a 12-pack, and we've got a 24-pack. Then you can add that to cart, and then you'll have that option then on the top right where it actually just came up there on the cart, and you can actually just view that. Now you will have an option as well to go ahead and edit the actual store page itself. So if you just click on edit, you can see here, I can also manage the items through here as well. So at the minute, of course, our category is drink. Now we can also add another one through here. So again, we'll just do physical. And then we'll just do test product again. Test disc. Add your additional information, add your inventory, etc. And now what we're going to do is create another category, but this time we'll say crisps. Then add, and that'll be located for crisps. And then we would just save that and then publish that. And perfect. Now we have 2 different categories that are now listed on the site. So one for crisps and one for drink. Now, as I say here, you can edit that section if you need to. You can see we have 2 columns. We've got an add to cart button. We can have the categories type on the side here, or we can have it on the top. We can choose to show the prices or hide it. We can also set our header alignment to the left or to the right. See, you can change it quite a bit. Not too much, however, which is one thing about it. The aspect ratio is to do with the actual images itself. So there's a couple of options here. And then of course I can change the color of this product page itself as well. And then once you're happy enough, just click on save. Now feel free, of course, to go ahead and add some other sections on this website or on this particular page. So you can go into detail and add some more products, or like add a little featured product if you need to. So let's just say that one, there's a featured product there, and then it goes down into your next part. You can choose to move the sections up and down as well. So you'll have an option here on the top right, and it'll just give you like a move down arrow. So if we do another one, let's just say intro. Could be like a little intro here. So this one could be products, let's just say. Can make that a little bit smaller. That would be good to do. So it looks a little bit too big there. And then what I would do then is probably for the section here, I would probably remove the category title, and then I would just keep it like that. So there's multiple ways you can make this work, but that is pretty much how to create your e-commerce website. But there you go, guys. That pretty much reaches the end of the video. Now, if you found it helpful, let us know in the comment section below. We'd like to know what you think. But other than that, I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you very much for watching.